Hello friends, this is CMA Rathna here. Good evening friends. Is my voice audible? Is my voice audible guys? As you know, this is the fourth day of our live streaming for the CMA intermediate costing, that is a group 1 costing. For the today's topic is operating costing and service costing. Guys, this chapter is very much important. You can expect one question for 8 marks. So this is very much important. That's what I can tell you. Please pay attention. Hardly I will take 2 hours of time, but your complete operating costing will be finished in today's class. Right? So without wasting further time, I told you in the previous classes also, once again I am saying that this is a examination oriented one and super quick revision, I can tell you. So this is like a revision class for you. If you have already taken the classes and you have already done your preparation, then this is the best class for you to revise your syllabus in 2 hours. Maximum time I'll take 2 hours, right? Okay. The question here is, first question. There are two warehouses for storing finished goods produced in a factory. Warehouse A is at a distance of 10 kilometers and warehouse B is at a distance of 15 kilometers from the factory. Okay, there are two warehouses, warehouse A and warehouse B. Warehouse A is 10 kilometers from the factory and warehouse B is 15 kilometers. Sorry. This is a 10 kilometers and this is a 15 kilometers from the factory. Right. A fleet of 5 tons lorries is engaged in transporting the finished goods from the factory. Yes. See, from the factory, take the example, the factory is located here. From this location, warehouse A is located in 10 kilometers distance and warehouse B is located in 15 kilometers distance. So, from the factory, the goods are being transported to the warehouse A and warehouse B. Right. Next, the records, where it is? The records show that the lorries average a speed of 30 kilometers per hour when running and regularly takes 40 minutes to load at the factory. See, average speed is 30 kilometers per hour and for loading it takes 40 minutes to load at the factory. Here for the loading it takes 40 minutes for loading to load at factory, and at warehouse A unloading takes 30 minutes per load, while at warehouse B it takes 20 minutes for unloading. See guys, here unloading it takes 30 minutes at A and here at B it takes 20 minutes for the unloading. Getting my point? Driver's wages, depreciation, insurance and taxes amount to 18 rupees per hour operated. 18 rupees per hour, and fuel, oil, tires, repairs and maintenances cost 2.40 per kilometer. Okay. You are required to drop a statement showing the cost per ton kilometer of carrying the finished goods to the 2 warehouses. See here in simple language, we need to calculate for transporting the goods from the factory to the warehouses. In what way? Finished goods, see, you are required to draw a statement showing the cost per ton kilometer. Cost per ton kilometer from the factory to the warehouses. We need to find out what is the cost per ton kilometer from the factory to the warehouses. So that is what is the question given. See, the answer here is statement showing computation of total cost and a total ton kilometer. What is the total cost and what is the cost per ton kilometer of carrying finished goods to warehouses. So how to check? See, here one thing I will explain you. From the warehouse A, from the factory, it is going to the warehouse A. Take the example, this is the warehouse A. It is a 10 kilometers distance. So while going 10 kilometers and while coming 10 kilometers, in the sense to transport the goods from the factory to warehouse A, up 10 kilometers, down 10 kilometers. In the sense it has to travel for 20 kilometers. Yes, 20 kilometers. But what is the speed it has? 30 kilometers per hour. So when 30 kilometers it travels in 1 hour, then for traveling 20 kilometers, how much time it will take? 1 hour we can write in this way, that is 60 minutes. 20 into 60 divided by 30, that is 40 minutes. See, that's what he said. Traveling, for the traveling time, 40 minutes it requires to reach to send the load from the factory to the warehouse A. It takes 40 minutes. 20 minutes, sorry. Wait a second. it is traveling 20 kilometers, 10 kilometers to up, for the 10 kilometers down. So 20 kilometers it is traveling. For 1 hour it takes 30. In 1 hour it can travel for 30 kilometers. Then for 20 kilometers, how much time it will take? So it will take 40 minutes. In the same manner, you calculate for the warehouse B also. And next thing, time for the loading. Time for the loading. See, at the factory it is taking 40 minutes for sending the goods to the warehouse A or warehouse B. It takes 40 minutes only, the loading one. So both loading 40 minutes for both. And unloading, it is given here 30 minutes at warehouse A and 20 minutes at warehouse B. That is what is given. So totally how much time it is consuming? One is to load the goods in the vehicle, and other one is for the traveling. Next one is unloading at the factory. So total time taken at the for transporting the goods from the factory to the warehouse, this many minutes, and for the factory to the warehouse B, these many minutes it is taking, right? But what is given here? Here, come back here, I'll show you. See, cost of insurance, wages and all, it is given 18 rupees. See, I'll show you here. See, for one question I'll explain you very clearly. Driver's wages, depreciation, insurance, taxes amount to 18 rupees per hour operated. How many hours it has operated? It has operated 110 minutes. In the sense, if you convert into hours, 110 divided by 60, you will come in terms of the hours. Per 1 hour, it is costing 18 rupees. So this is the amount. 110 divided by 60 into 18 is nothing but 33 rupees it is charging. And for the next one, 120 minutes it is taking, 120 minutes in terms of the minutes. So if you convert into hours, divided by 60 and multiply by 18. So this is the cost we have incurred. And next thing here is given. What is given here? Fuel, oil, repairs and maintenance cost to 2.4 per kilometers. So 2.4 per kilometer here come back here, 2.4 per kilometer. How many kilometers it is traveling from factory to from the factory to warehouse A? 10 kilometers up, 10 kilometers down, in the sense 20 kilometers it is traveling. So 20 kilometers for the A and 30 kilometers. Why 30 kilometers? It is at the distance of 15 kilometers from the factory. So 15 kilometers up, 15 kilometers down. So 30 kilometers. Per hour operating 2.4. So you multiply 20 into 2.4, you are getting this is the fuel cost and all. So total cost, one is this one, other one is this one. 33 plus 48 is nothing but 81. 81 rupees is the total cost we have incurred, variable portion and fixed portion. How many ton kilometers? Come here. Ton kilometers, 5 ton kilometers. Sorry, 5 tons lorry. It is first one is at 10 kilometers. Factory A here 10 kilometers. Sorry, warehouse A, and warehouse B 15 kilometers. 10 into 5, 15 into 5. 10 into 5, 15 into 5. So this is the ton kilometers it is traveling. So cost per ton, this is a cost, this is a cost, and these are the kilometers. So you will come to know what is the ton kilometer. 81 rupees is the amount you incurred for traveling 50 ton kilometers. So divided by 50, that is nothing but 1.62. Yes. Riyaz, we will see based upon the response and all. Now I cannot promise you, but as of now in today's class I am planning only for the questions which are given in the material, not the study like practice problems. Pradeep, are you there? See, if you are there, just give me a text saying that you are there. Yes, then I'll discuss. Okay, you understood, guys? This one. Okay. Next one. A transport service company is running 4 buses between 2 towns which are 50 miles apart. Seating capacity of each bus is 40 passengers. The following particulars were obtained from their books for April 2015. Wages of the drivers, conductors and cleaners, this much. Salaries of office and supervisors staff, this much. Diesel and oil and other oil is this much. Repairs and maintenance, taxation, insurance, depreciation, interest and other charges. So these are the expenditure we have incurred, and actual passengers carried were 75% of the seating capacity. See, we have 100% capacity, but from this only 75% only utilized, means actual capacity utilization is only 75%. All the 4 buses ran on all days of the month. Each bus made 1 round trip per day, going and coming, up and down. Whenever you get the word round trip, you need to multiply with 2. Find out the cost per passenger mile. Okay, here, see, this is the expenditure given. This is a complete expenditure given. Yes, what is asking here? Find out the cost per passenger mile. See, what this is the cost we have incurred, but what is the passenger passenger miles we need to check. See, number of buses, how many number of buses we have? 4 buses. 4 buses we have. It is 4 buses we have. Bus is like traveling between 2 cities. The distance is 50 miles. Distance is 50 miles and it is traveling in the sense it is going and coming. Round trip, so 2 times. Number of passengers, how many passengers we have? 40 passengers in the bus, like passenger capacity, and passengers, number of passengers this much. In all day of the month, so he is assuming in a month there are 30 days in a month. Only the 75% of the capacity is utilized. So into 75%. So once again I'll tell you, there are 4 buses traveling between the 2 cities, 50 kilometers distance, up and down, round trip to 40 passengers in a day, means one trip 40 passengers. Like that we have 30 days in a month and only 75% of the capacity is utilized. So this is a 75%. 4 into 50 into 2 into 40 into 30 into 75%, that is nothing but 3,60,000 passenger miles. So what is the cost we have incurred? The cost we have incurred is this much to run these much passenger miles. So sorry, cost per passenger mile 14,400 divided by 3,60,000 rupees, sorry, 3,60,000 passenger miles. So you will get cost per passenger mile is 0.04. Is the point clear? ठीक है. We'll go to the next problem. Mr. Sohan Singh has started transport business with a fleet of 10 taxis. Okay. The various expenses incurred by him are given below. What are the expenses? Cost of the taxi is given. Salary of the office staff. Salary of the garage supervisor. Rent of garage. Driver's salary per taxi. See here, this is per taxi. Road tax and repairs, this is per annum. This one also you need to pay attention. And insurance premium 4% on the cost, that is 75,000 per annum. Again it is for the per annum. The life of a taxi is 3 lakhs kilometers, at the end of which it is estimated to be sold at 15,000 rupees. A taxi runs on an average of 4,000 kilometers per month, of which 20% it runs empty. See, the life of the taxi is 3 lakhs kilometers. 3 lakhs kilometers. At the end of its life, it can be sold at 15,000 rupees, and on an average, it is running for 4,000 kilometers per month. In this, 20% only the empty. In the sense, 80% capacity is the occupied capacity. Petrol consumption is 9 kilometers per liter. 9 kilometers per liter, costing 6.3 per liter. Oil and other standard sundry expenses amounting to 10 rupees per 100 kilometers. Calculate the effective cost of running a taxi per kilometer. If the hire charge is 1.8 per kilometer, find out the profit of Mr. Sohan may expected to make in the first year of operation. He is asking what will be the profit in the first year of the operation if the taxi hire charge is this much. So here what we need to find out? We need to find out effective cost and profit for the year. What is the effective cost and what is the profit for the year? Right. See, salary to the staff is a fixed one. Salary of the garage supervisor fixed one. Rent of the garage fixed one. See, here this cost of each taxi is given. For what purpose it is given? It is given for the depreciation. See guys, one thing you need to be very careful. When the depreciation, the life of the machine is given in terms of the year, that time depreciation is a fixed one. If the life of the machine is given in terms of the number of units or in terms of the number of kilometers, in terms of the number of kilometers, then that time depreciation is a variable portion. So here the life of the taxi is given 3 lakhs kilometers. In the sense, it depends upon the number of kilometers you utilize in the year, the depreciation will vary. So depreciation here is a variable portion, variable cost. So salary of the staff is a fixed one, salary of the supervisor is fixed one, per month, rent of the garage 1000 per month, driver's salary per taxi 400. How many taxis we have? 10 taxis into 10. So that is 400 into 10 is nothing but 4000 rupees. This is the driver's salary. Next one, road taxi and repairs per taxi. Road taxes 2160 per annum. Per annum in the sense divided by 12. Like that we have how many taxis? We have 10 taxis into 10. 2160 divided by 12 into 10. That is 1800 is a road taxi. Next one. Next, insurance per annum 4% on the cost. What is the cost? 75,000. 75,000 into 4%. 75,000 into 4%. This is per annum. Per annum. See here. 75,000 into 4% per annum divided by 12. You got the insurance for one machine, that is a one taxi. We have actually 10 taxis, so multiply with 10, so you will get this one. Next one. Okay, here fixed cost of taxi per month is this one. Totally if you add, you will get this one only. We have taken every fixed portion here. That is 12,800 is a fixed cost. See, this is per fixed cost per 10 taxis. This is for the 10 taxis. Then what about for one taxi? 12,800 divided by 10 is nothing but one taxi value. You got it? See, I'll write here. Fixed cost is 12,800 per 10 taxis. So you will come to know what is a per taxi. Per taxi is 1280 per taxi. In a month, how many kilometers is it is running? 4,000 kilometers. So 1280 rupees is a fixed expenditure for running the taxi for 4,000 kilometers. So 1280 divided by 4,000, that is nothing but 0.32 is the fixed cost per kilometer. Right? Next one, depreciation. Just now I told you, when the depreciation is given on the number of units and number of hours something, then you need to take in the running one. Running one is nothing but the variable one. Fixed one is in your fixed. Sometimes fixed one can be said standing charges. Fixed expenses can also be said as standing charges. So 75,000 is a fixed cost of the asset. When you sell, you will get scrap value 15,000. The machinery is running for 3 lakhs hours. 3 lakhs kilometers. So divided by 3 lakhs. So you are getting variable cost per kilometer. And petrol 9 kilometers, it gives the mileage of 9 kilometers per liter, and liter costing is 6.3. So 6.3 divided by 9, you will get per liter petrol cost, this one. So other expenses it is given, other expenses 10 rupees. Other expenses 10 rupees for 100 kilometers. So 10 divided by 100. So this is a variable portion. So what you have done? You have taken all the fixed costs together and you have divided with the maximum number of units or maximum number of hours available in the month. So you got the fixed cost. Then after you have added all the variable costs. Then you got this one. See here, everyone please pay attention. This is the important one. See, this is the fixed cost you got. The variable cost is this much. Total come together 0.32 plus 0.2, 0.7, 0.1. That is nothing but 1.32. The cost totally we got 1.32. But effective cost is, how to find out effective cost? See, come here. Here, the machine is working for only, the taxi is working 20% empty, in the sense 80% only it is working properly. So you need to divide this 1.32 divided by 80%, because it is working only 80%. 1.32 divided by 80%, that is 1.65 is the effective cost per kilometer. This is the cost, and the selling price is already given, like a passenger kilometer charges 1.8. Passenger kilometer charges 1.8. I'll write here how much profit we are going to get. See, we are charging 1.8 from the customer and we have incurred 1.65 as a cost, and we have 10 taxis. One taxi capacity is 4,000 hours, 4,000 kilometers, not hours, sorry, kilometers, into 80% only it is occupying. This is per month. Like that we have 12 months. So 1 minus 1.8 minus 1.65 into 10 into 4,000 into 80% into 12. That is nothing but 57,600 is the profit which we are going to get. Yes. Okay. Next we will go to the next problem. Janata Transport Company has been given a route 20 kilometers long for running buses. The company has a fleet of 10 buses, each costing 50,000 and having a life of 5 years without any scrap value. Okay. From the following estimated expenditure and other details, calculate the bus fare to be charged from each passenger. See guys, I am telling you, this is an important problem, can be expected for 8 marks in the examination. This is an important problem. Insurance charges 3% on the 3% in the sense on the cost of the bus, and annual tax for each bus this much. Total garage charges this much. Driver's salary for each bus this much per month. This is per month. This is in terms of the year. Conductor's salary for each month this much. Annual repairs for each bus this much. Commission to be shared by the drivers and conductors equally. 10% of the takings. 10% of the takings in the sense the amount whatever you are charging from the customers, that is the passengers, on that 10% should be paid to the drivers and driver and conductor as a commission. And the next thing, cost of the stationery given per month, manager's salary given, accountant's salary, petrol and oil 25 rupees per 100 kilometers. Each bus will make 3 round trips, carrying on an average of 40 passengers on each trip. The bus will run on an average for 25 days in a month, assuming that 15% on takings, assuming 15% profit on takings. Calculate the bus fare to be charged from each passenger. Right? See, in one word, whatever the cost we have incurred, cost plus 10% of the takings, that is the receipts, and 15 percentage of the receipts is the profit. This is the commission paid to the driver and conductor. This is the cost we have incurred. This must be your fare to be collected from the passengers. That is what the question here. So come here. Insurance I said 3%. 3%, that is insurance 50,000 rupees is the cost of the asset into 3%. 50,000 into 3% is the you got, but this is for the 12 months. So divided by 12, and we have 10 buses. Multiply with 10. Divided by 12 and multiply with 10, you will get this one as a insurance for 1 month for 10 buses. Next one, tax, annual tax you are paying 1,000 rupees per year. So divided by 12, you will get 1 month and multiply by 10 taxes. We have 10 taxes, so multiply by 3. So this is the amount you got it. Garage rent is given 1,000 rupees per month. So garage rent 1,000 rupees we wrote it. Driver salary for each bus 150. 150 each bus. We have 10 buses. 150 into 10 is nothing but 1,500 rupees. Next one, from here only I will show you. Conductor's salary 100 rupees per month. Like that we have 10 buses. Next, repairs I will show you here only. Repairs to each bus is 1,000 rupees. So 1,000 rupees is the repairs cost per annum. Divided by 12, you will get for 1 month. Multiply with 10 for that, so that you will get for 10 buses. Repair cost. This is the repair cost. Next one, cost of the stationery. Cost of the stationery is 500 rupees. Cost of the stationery is 500 rupees. Manager's salary is 2,000. Here manager's salary 2,000 per month. Cost of the stationery per month. Accountant salary per month this much. This one we have taken accountant salary and manager's salary we have taken. Depreciation. See here, in the previous question the depreciation was given, the life of the machine was given for the number of kilometers, but it is given number of years. So when number of years are given, the depreciation should be taken as a fixed one. So how to calculate? 50,000 minus no scrap value for 5 years. So 50,000 minus 0 divided by 5 is nothing but 10,000 rupees is a depreciation for 1 year. Divided by 12, you will get for 1 month into 10, that is 8,333. See, actually this is print mistake. 8,333.33 is the depreciation. And petrol charges, see, petrol charges is given 25 rupees per 100 kilometers. But how many kilometers the bus is running? We don't know. So how to calculate the number of kilometers? See, come here, I will show you. See, we have 10 buses. 20 kilometers distance it is going. 3 round trips, 3 times going and 3 times coming. So into 2 and carrying 40 passengers and an average 25 days in a month. So come back here, I will show you. See, 10 buses we have. 20 kilometers it is traveling. 3 round trips, 3 times going and coming back. So 2 round trip in the sense into 2 multiplied by 2, and this is in a day. We have 25 days in a month. That is what given in the question. So 10 into 20 into 3 into 2 into 25, that is nothing but 30,000 kilometers it is running for month, because we have calculated everything in terms of the month year. So you should take only for the month, not for the year. So you got number of kilometers. So it is traveling for the 30,000 kilometers. So 25 rupees is the cost for running 100 kilometers. When it is running for the 30,000 kilometers, how much is the cost? 30,000 into 25 divided by 100 is nothing but 75,000 rupees is a petrol expense. Sorry, 7,500 is the petrol expenditure. Right. But commission to the conductor and driver, we don't know what is a commission. What did he say? He said 10% of the takings, but takings information is also not given. But what is the information given indirectly? Come here, I'll show you. the information given here is, see, 15% profit on the takings and 10% takings as a commission. See, on takings in the sense that is like a sale value, on receipt value. Cost plus profit is equal to sales. So here 15% of taking is the profit. So 15% on is always take 100. So 100 here, 15% is the profit and 10% is the amount to be paid to the driver and conductor as a commission. So 10% here, 15% here. This is a 100% is the fare which we are collecting from the passengers on takings. So the remaining must be how much? 100 minus 25 is 75 only. The expenditure as of now, whatever we have incurred, the expenditure whatever we have incurred till now, that is representing only 75%. So everyone pay attention here, please. You calculate this one, except this one, except this commission. You calculate everything. I'll also do with you so that you will understand. 1250, this one, this portion, 1250, 833.33 plus 1000 plus 1500, 1000 plus 833.33 plus 500 plus 2000 plus 1500 plus 8333.33 plus 7500. So you got, actually we got 26,250 rupees. So we got, except this one, I got 26,250 rupees as a expenditure as of now we have incurred. Expenditure as of now we have incurred this much. So here, come back here, I told you cost plus the commission which is to be paid to the driver and conductor, 10% of the takings receipts plus 15% of the takings as the profit equal to receipts. So come here, this is the 26,250 rupees we have incurred till now plus 10% of R plus 15% of R equal to total R, the rent, the fare, I can say this is the amount from how many this is the takings we need to collect. So come here, you calculate it, 26,250. So if you take these two this side, it will become 100 minus 25 is 75% of R. So R equal to 26,250 divided by 75%. That is nothing but takings are 35,000. So in this 10% belongs to the driver and conductor salary. Come here, then 35,000 is the receipts. In this 10% belongs to them. You write here. And 15%, 35,000 into 15% is the profit. 5,220. 5,250 is the profit. So you got the profit and you got the driver salary to be paid. So that is only the question. This is a takings. But what is a passenger kilometer? The bus fare to be charged from each passenger. So what is the fare to be charged or collected from each passenger is 35,000 rupees I need to get as a receipts from how many passengers? Passenger kilometers. See, it is running for the 30,000 kilometers. Just now we have seen how we have got 30,000 and every time 40 passengers are moving. So 40 passengers. So here 30,000 into 40 is 12 lakhs. That is 35,000 divided by 12 lakhs is 0.29. in the sense I can say 0.3 is the amount to be collected from the passenger per kilometer, Guys, Are you understanding? If you have any doubt, you can raise the question. But this is an exam important problem, guys. I'm telling you, you can expect this problem for the 8 marks. Even though for the MCQs also, they'll ask you what is the, see, take the example. This question is given in the examination for the 8 marks. They'll ask you in this way. What is the driver's commission? What is the driver's commission? Driver and conductor's commission. 3,500, 3,600, 2,500, something they will give. You need to do this problem on your paper and you need to write the 3,500 is the right answer. You need to choose. Even though the examination is on the MCQs based, but they will ask you, they will give this question, entire question. The question you need to solve on the paper. Example, I am telling you, what is the driver's commission to be paid? 3,500, 2,500, 2,600, something like that they'll give you. And for this, they'll give you 3 marks, 4 marks for this one, and they'll ask you in the next bit, in the same question, next bit, for the 4 marks or 3 marks, it will say what is the profit. So for this 5,250, 5,350, nearby numbers they will give. And the next thing, what is the recoveries or receipts from the passengers? 35,000, 36,000, 32,000 they will give. You need to choose the correct one. But even though you are writing on the paper, you need to solve this problem clearly and you need to choose the option which is given in the question. Like you need to choose the options from the MCQs. So they will ask the questions in this way. So I'm telling you, this is important, guys. Right. Any doubts? If anybody has the doubt, you can raise the question. Okay. Moving further. Union Transport Company supplies the following details in respect of a truck of 5 tons capacity. 5 tons capacity truck they are supplying. Cost of the truck is this much. Estimated life and diesel, oil and grease 15 rupees per trip each way. Each way. Up, down. 15 up, 15 down. Repairs and maintenance 500 per month. Driver's salary per month. Cleaner's wages this much. Insurance per year. You need to be very careful here while checking this year and month. And taxes, this is per year. General supervision charges, this is the amount per year. The truck carries goods to and from the city covering a distance of 50 kilometers. There is a city, like transporting from one city to other city, the distance between these two cities are 50 kilometers each way. Means each way in the sense up, like the distance between these two cities are 50 kilometers. On outward trip, freight is available to the extent of full capacity and on the return 20% capacity. While going in the up, the capacity of the trip, the capacity utilized for loading, for the transporting the goods, 100% capacity is utilized while up, like while sending the goods, but while coming the goods, only 20% of the capacity is utilized. Assume that the truck runs on an average of 25 days a month. So it is working 25 days a month. What is asking? Work out operating cost per ton kilometer. What is the operating cost per ton kilometer? And rate per ton per trip that the company should charge if a profit of 50% on the freight is to be charged. 50% on the freight is to be earned. So 50% of the selling price. I can say freight is to be earned in the sense that is a selling price, we can say. So from here I'll tell you. See, repairs and maintenance 500. Repairs and maintenance. Where is the repairs? Repairs 500 rupees per month. This is also in per month. Driver's salary 500. Cleaner's salary 2,500. Drivers 500. Cleaners 2,500. Insurance is given in terms of the year. Insurance is given in terms of the year. 4,800 divided by 12. So 400 rupees. 400 rupees. We have only one vehicle here. So tax is 2400 divided by 12 months. 200 rupees is the tax. Supervisor charges 4800 divided by 12, that is 400 rupees. Supervisor charges. Depreciation, see here, depreciation 90,000 for 10 years and 1 year you got 9,000 rupees divided by 12 you will get for 1 month, that is 750, we got it. And diesel and all, see he said diesel, oil and grease 15 rupees per trip, up per trip each way, up 15 down 15 into 2. See, come here, I'll show you. Diesel and oil 15 rupees up and down while going and while coming 15. In a month we have 25 days. See, this is per trip, it is given in terms of the trip. In a day it is going up and coming down, 15 kilometers up, 15 kilometers down, 15, no, not 15 kilometers. So 15 rupees while going and while coming 15 rupees in a day. Like that we have 25 days in a month. So this is the amount. Right. Total cost we have incurred this much. You calculate it, you will get this much only. But here one thing is given. Here this one you need to pay attention here. On outward trip, freight is available to the extent of full capacity and on the return 20% capacity. See, 50 kilometers distance between the two cities, and see here it is given 50 kilometers distance between the two cities and the capacity of the truck is 5 tons. So 5 tons, 50 kilometers from city A to city B it is traveling by taking the load of 5 tons. So while going it is occupying 100% capacity, but while returning 50 into 5 it is occupying only 20% capacity. So this is in a day. Like that we have 25 days. So 50 into 5 into 100% is nothing but 250 plus 50 into 5 into 20% is nothing but 50. So into 25 days. 250 plus 50 into 25 is nothing but 7,500 ton kilometers. 7,500. Here it is given. Ton kilometers 7,500. Are you understanding? 7,500 kilometers per ton, like 7,500 ton kilometers we have. The cost we have incurred is 3,750 rupees, the cost we have incurred. And here it is said one thing here, a profit of 50% on the freight is to be earned. See, cost plus profit is equal to sale. Sale is 100%. On this 50% they are expecting profit. In the sense 50% is the cost. So cost is 50%. So the total selling price I can say cost is representing cost is 3,750, which is representing only 50%. In the sense 3750 divided by 50, that is 7,500. This is the cost, this is the amount to be collected. This is the 7,500. So into 50% is the profit. 7,500 into 50% is the profit. Are you understanding? Is the 3750. Directly also you can write, but for your understanding I am writing here. When this cost is representing 50%, divided by 50, you do it, you will get the 100% value. Then remaining 50% is the profit. Is the point clear? Are you understanding? Right? So when I ask you what is the cost per unit and what is the cost per ton kilometer and what is the cost per profit for the ton kilometer, see, cost per ton kilometer 3,750 is the cost. For running how many kilometers? 7,500 ton kilometers. 3750 divided by 7,500. That is 0.5 paisa is the cost. In the same manner, profit is also same, 0.5 paisa. Yes. Can we move further? Okay. Next one. XYZ Limited runs a holiday home. For this purpose, it has hired a building at a rent of 10,000 rupees per month, along with 5% of the total takings. Total takings in the sense the amount which is collected from the guest, that is from the hotel guest. On that 5% needs to be paid to the landlord, that is the owner of the building, right? Along with 10,000 rupees per month rent. It has 3 types of suites for its customers: single room, double room and triple room. The following information is given. See, from this guys, again I am telling you, from this again you can get one problem. One problem can be expected. I can say this problem is the important once again for 8 marks. Right? See, single rooms we have 100 rooms, double 50, triple rooms 30. Percentage of occupancy, 100 rooms, single rooms are occupying 100%, 80% and 60% respectively. The rent of double room suite is to be fixed at 2.5 times of the single room suite, and that of triple room suite is as twice of that double room suite. Okay. See, we have single room, double room and triple room. See, let's assume the rent of the single room is X. So what he is saying, rent of the single room suite, rent of the double room suite is to be 2.5 times of the single room. So this into 2.5 times. Next one, that of the triple room is as twice of the double room. So into 2, that is into 2. 2.5 into X, that is nothing but 5X. 5X. Okay. Okay. The other expenses for the year is given: salary, room attendance wages, lighting, heating and power, repairs and renovation, laundry charges, interior decoration, sunrise. So these are all the expenditure is a fixed one. Provide 20% profit on the takings. Again on the sale price 20%. The cost whatever you incurred is a 80%. And assume that 360 days in a year. Calculate the rent to be charged for each type of suit. So first you calculate here single rooms, double rooms and triple rooms we have. 100 rooms we have. Capacity is 100% capacity, occupancy, and we have 360 days in a year. So that 100 into 100% capacity into 360 days in a year. In the sense, single rooms occupancy is 36,000 rooms. Double rooms, 50 rooms we have, 80% capacity and 360 days we have. 50 into 80% into 360 days. That is 14,400. And the triple rooms, 30 rooms we have, 360 days in a year, 60% capacity utilization. 30 into 360 into 60%. That is 6480. So this is the room occupancy, but the rate is given, rate of the single rooms is given in terms of the single room only. So we need to calculate the equivalent single rooms. Equivalent single rooms, how to calculate? Equivalent, see here, this one, see, single room into x1, double rooms 14,400 into 2.5, this one in equivalent single rooms. Triple rooms 6480 into 5. So this is the double room one. So all put together, you are getting the value of like a single equivalent single rooms. These are the equivalent single rooms we have in a year. Right? So these all are the fixed expenditure. Salaries, room rents, lighting and heating, repairs, renovation, laundry, interior decoration, and sundries, everything is given. See, building rent only, it is not given in this information. This one, building rent is given here. What is the building rent? 10,000 rupees per month you need to pay, and plus 5% of the takings. So this is all in terms of the what? See, here the other expenses for the year 2018, this is information is given in terms of the annum, per annum. So the rent per month is, in the sense, per annum 10,000 into 12,000, 1,20,000 rupees is the rent, plus 5% of the takings is the rent expenditure. So come back here. Building rent 10,000 rupees per month into 12 months, that is 1,20,000, plus 5% of the total takings is the rent expenditure. So once again I'll calculate in front of you this total. Yes, I got to 25,000, 21,000, 25 lakhs, 21,000 rupees, plus rent 1,20,000, plus 5% of the takings is the cost. So plus 1,20,000, that is I got 26 lakhs 41,000, plus 5% of takings. Take the example R. This is the total cost. For this we need to, this is a total cost. For this we need to add the profit element. Then we will come to know what is the takings. Takings in the sense, the amount we collect from the passengers, so not the passengers, from the guest. If it is a hotel, from the guest. So come here. See, 26 lakhs 41,000 plus 5% of the takings, 1. And next thing is said, one thing, the profit element. Regarding the profit, what is the information given here? The profit information is given, provided that 20%